Namaste. In these last few days of pregnancy, I wanted to share my Hindu pregnancy routine with you all. Ever since I found out I was pregnant, I have started each day with listening to Garbha Raksha Strotra. This Strotra is chanted in all months of pregnancy to strengthen the connection between mother and baby and to seek blessings for the safe development and delivery of the baby. In the later stages of pregnancy, I was advised by an Ayurvedic doctor to do Pranayam. Having good control of the prana is important for managing any anxiety or worries that the mother may have about the impending delivery. It is also very helpful for the delivery itself. Even in the West, effective breathing is recognized as the most important tool a mother can use to have a straightforward delivery. Also, ever since I found out I was pregnant, I have made sure that every day I have gone for a walk. I walk between 30 and 60 minutes a day. The UK has been in lockdown for most of the time that I have been pregnant, and so we have been confined to walking around our village only. Fortunately, we live in a very nice village in the UK. On beautiful days like today, these walks are really enjoyable. There is nothing I love more than Surya Dev shining his rays of light and warmth on my face. During pregnancy, I have been reading Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. I played an audio track of the Srimad Bhagavatam being read out in Sanskrit at the same time that I read it in English. That way, my baby receives twice as much benefit. Firstly, the benefit of the Gyan I am sharing with him, as my mind processes the divine knowledge. And secondly, the benefit of the divine sound waves that are only created when the Shaastras is recited in Sanskrit, the language of the Devas. I have noticed that my baby becomes most active when he is listening to Artis and Hanuman Chalisa. So I make sure I play both to him every day, smiling at every kick and stretch he makes to these joyful stotra. I play Artis while I am doing any work, such as my English Behen work on social media. There have been periods during my pregnancy where my health has given me some problems, but with the help of an Ayurvedic doctor, I have learnt how best to manage and alleviate the various symptoms and also how to optimize my diet for each stage of pregnancy generally. The foods that are best for the third trimester are very different from the foods that are best for the first trimester. I am strongly Vata dosha dominant, and so I have found greatest relief in taking a mixture of Jatamansi, Ashwagandha and Shatavari. These Ayurvedic medicines are useful for balancing all doshas, but they are particularly effective at removing excess Vata dosha. I am currently taking these medicines in a small amount of warm goat's milk 3 times a day, and it is making a big difference to my health. Ayurveda really works. Something that many Indians may not know is that it is very difficult for Westerners to distinguish some letters of the alphabet of Indian languages. This is because the ability to learn to distinguish different sounds only really exists when we are babies. And so, for someone like me who never learned to distinguish te from te as a baby, I really struggle to do so now. We wish for our baby's mother tongue to be Hindi, but my Hindi is still very poor. That is why it is important that our baby hears lots of Hindi from native speakers. For example, my husband is reciting the Ramayana in Hindi to our baby. Of course, this itihas is teaching our baby important gyan, particularly about dharma, at the same time as teaching him Hindi pronunciation. Just as there are specific foods suited to each stage of pregnancy, there are certain asanas or exercises that are most beneficial at each stage. In this late stage, the asanas and exercises focus on helping the baby to lie in the best position for birth, and also help the mother build the strength and flexibility she needs for the easiest delivery possible. Many of these asanas involve squatting, I feel Indian women must have easier births than Western women because in the West we live a relatively unnatural lifestyle without any squatting at all. Just like the morning Sandhya is a very auspicious time to chant Garbharaksha Stotra, the evening Sandhya is for me a very auspicious time to do puja. I always sing Hanuman Chalisa and, as recommended to me by one of my Twitter followers, I play Vishnu Sahasranaman for my baby. After Aarti to our murtis, we take prasad of dried mango pieces. 2 pieces for my husband, 2 pieces for me, and 1 piece for our baby. Having a diet high in ghee can ease the birthing process, and that is why both my mother-in-law and the Ayurvedic doctor are encouraging me to take lots of ghee these days. One way I am doing this is by adding lots of tadka to my dals. Another way is by eating 1 laddu a day. My mother-in-law very sweetly prepared these laddus with extra ghee and shipped them to me here in the UK. She also prepared special gluten-free panjiri for me to take in the weeks after birth. This will help me build back my strength as I take on the new adventure of being a ma. I hope you've enjoyed a glimpse into my Hindu pregnancy life. As you can tell, there is so much ancient Hindu knowledge and so many practices that help to ease the pregnancy and delivery and also instill important sanskars and dharmic traits into newborn babies. I can't wait to introduce you to our baby very soon.